Peugeot 3008. The Peugeot 3008 is one of those vehicles that has managed to completely redefine what a modern crossover SUV can be, and when we dive into its journey, its design, its innovations, and its appeal, we find ourselves looking at a model that has steadily risen to become a global favorite. This is a vehicle that not only carries the weight of Peugeot's history and identity but also pushes the boundaries of what people expect from a family-friendly SUV. When Peugeot first introduced the 3008, many saw it as the French brand's attempt to properly take on the highly competitive crossover market, a segment that was already crowded with big names from Japan, Germany, and even Korea. But Peugeot took a different route. Instead of trying to simply copy what others were doing, they injected the 3008 with their own distinct DNA, blending French flair for design with practical innovation and driver-focused features that made it stand out immediately. The Peugeot 3008 made its initial debut in 2008 as a compact crossover, but it wasn't until the second generation, which arrived in 2016, that it truly transformed into the stylish, award-winning SUV that we know today. That second generation completely changed the game, with a design that won international praise and a character that helped Peugeot move away from its old image of making average family cars to being seen as a brand capable of producing truly premium and exciting vehicles. The design language of the second-generation 3008 was sharp, modern, and futuristic, setting it apart from rivals like the Nissan Qashqai, Volkswagen Tiguan, Hyundai Tucson, and Kia Sportage. It wasn't just another family SUV, it was a statement of intent from Peugeot. This SUV was bold, it was confident, and it was French through and through. One of the first things that people notice about the Peugeot 3008 is its exterior design. This is not a car that fades into the background. It has a striking presence on the road, with sharp lines, a commanding stance, and a design language that feels almost concept car-like. The front end is dominated by Peugeot's signature grille, with the proud lion badge sitting in the center, flanked by sleek LED headlights that often remind people of a lion's eyes. Then you have the signature daytime running lights, which resemble fangs, extending vertically down from the headlights. This design touch became one of Peugeot's most recognizable elements, and it has carried forward across many of their models. The sculpted bonnet, the cladding around the wheel arches, and the elegant proportions all work together to give the 3008 a balance between ruggedness and refinement. The floating roof effect, created by the blacked-out pillars, adds a sporty and modern feel, while the chrome accents add a premium touch. At the rear, the claw-like LED taillights have become iconic, instantly recognizable on the road, and they give the 3008 a distinct identity that sets it apart from more conservative rivals. But as much as the exterior design impresses, it's really the interior of the Peugeot 3008 that makes it special. Step inside, and you're greeted by what Peugeot calls the iCockpit, a revolutionary design philosophy that completely reimagines the driving environment. The iCockpit combines a compact steering wheel with a high-mounted digital instrument cluster and a wide central infotainment screen, creating a futuristic and immersive feel. The small steering wheel may take some getting used to, but once you adapt, it enhances the sense of control and makes driving feel more engaging. The digital instrument cluster is customizable, crisp, and clear, allowing drivers to display navigation, driving information, or even media, right in their line of sight. Then you have the piano key-style toggle switches on the center console, which not only look stylish but also make it easy to access key functions without distraction. The materials inside the 3008 are a revelation for this segment: soft touch surfaces, fabric inserts, chrome highlights, and even wood trims in some versions elevate the sense of luxury to a level you'd usually expect in more premium brands. It's a cabin that feels truly special, not just functional, and that's part of why the 3008 has been such a hit with buyers who want something different. When it comes to practicality, the Peugeot 3008 proves that style doesn't have to come at the expense of function. The cabin is spacious, offering comfortable seating for 5 adults, with plenty of headroom and legroom. The rear seats are supportive, and the flat floor in the back means that even the middle passenger gets a decent amount of space. The boot capacity is generous, with a wide opening and a flat loading area that makes it easy to fit in luggage, groceries, or even bulky items. Fold down the rear seats, and you get an even larger cargo space, making it versatile for family trips or outdoor adventures. Peugeot also added clever storage solutions throughout the cabin, with large door bins, a deep center console box, and smart cup holders. Under the hood, the Peugeot 3008 offers a range of engines to suit different needs and markets. Petrol, diesel, and even hybrid options are available, giving buyers flexibility. The petrol engines, like the 1.2-liter PureTech turbocharged unit, may seem small on paper, but they are incredibly efficient and surprisingly powerful thanks to turbocharging. This engine has won multiple International Engine of the Year awards, proving its reliability and innovation. For those who want more performance, Peugeot also offers larger petrol and diesel options, depending on the region. The diesels, in particular, are popular in Europe, where they deliver excellent fuel economy and torque for long-distance cruising. But perhaps the most exciting addition to the lineup has been the plug-in hybrid versions of the 3008. The Hybrid 4 model, for example, combines a petrol engine with electric motors to deliver impressive power, up to 300 horsepower in some versions, while also offering the ability to drive short distances purely on electric power. This not only reduces emissions but also brings down running costs, making it an attractive option for environmentally conscious drivers. On the road, the Peugeot 3008 delivers a driving experience that blends comfort with confidence. The suspension setup is tuned to provide a smooth ride, absorbing bumps and imperfections with ease, yet it also feels stable and composed when cornering. The steering, especially with the compact wheel, feels responsive and agile, making the 3008 more fun to drive than many of its rivals. The refinement is impressive too. Road noise and wind noise are well suppressed, making long journeys relaxing. The higher trims, with features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and advanced driver aids, make highway driving even more effortless. The Peugeot 3008 has also been a pioneer when it comes to safety and technology. It comes equipped with a full suite of driver assistance systems, including autonomous emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and traffic sign recognition. Higher trims even offer semi-autonomous driving features that can control the speed and steering in certain conditions. These features not only enhance safety but also make driving less stressful in heavy traffic or long commutes. What's truly fascinating about the Peugeot 3008 is how it has managed to shift public perception of the Peugeot brand. For years, Peugeot was often seen as a middle-of-the-road manufacturer, producing practical but uninspiring cars. The 3008 changed that narrative completely. It won the prestigious European Car of the Year award in 2017, beating strong competition from some of the biggest names in the industry. That award was not just a recognition of the 3008 itself, but a validation of Peugeot's bold new direction. Since then, the 3008 has consistently ranked as one of the best-selling SUVs in Europe and beyond, with strong sales in markets like the UK, France, and China. The facelifted version of the second-generation 3008, introduced in 2020, further enhanced its appeal. With updated styling, improved technology, and more efficient engines, the facelift kept the model fresh and competitive in a fast-moving segment. The sharper grille, more aggressive lighting signature, and new color options gave it an even more modern edge. Inside, the infotainment system was upgraded with larger screens and better connectivity, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The hybrid models were refined too, offering longer electric-only ranges and more seamless transitions between petrol and electric power. The Peugeot 3008 is not just a car, it's a lifestyle statement. For families, it offers safety, comfort, and practicality. For professionals, it delivers style, technology, and a premium feel. For enthusiasts, especially with the Hybrid 4, it even provides a surprising amount of performance and driving enjoyment. And for environmentally conscious buyers, the plug-in hybrid options represent a step towards a greener future. But beyond all these rational qualities, the 3008 also has an emotional appeal. It's a car that feels different, one that dares to be bold in a sea of conservative competitors. It's a car that makes you feel proud to own it, not just because of what it can do, but because of how it makes you feel when you drive it or even when you simply look at it. That emotional connection is something that not every manufacturer can achieve, but Peugeot nailed it with the 3008. If we look at its competition, the Peugeot 3008 has gone up against some very tough rivals, cars like the Nissan Qashqai, Volkswagen Tiguan, Toyota RAV4, Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage, Ford Kuga, and even premium models like the BMW X1 and Audi Q3. Yet the 3008 has carved out its own niche by offering something unique. It may not have the badge prestige of a BMW or Audi, but in many ways, it offers a more stylish and more innovative package, often at a better value. That's why so many people who test drive the 3008 end up choosing it over rivals. It's a car that surprises you in the best way possible. Over the years, the Peugeot 3008 has continued to evolve, and it remains one of the cornerstones of Peugeot's lineup. It has shown the world that French design and engineering can compete with the best in the world. It has proven that family cars don't have to be boring, that crossovers can be both practical and exciting, and that a relatively mainstream brand can create a car that feels truly premium. As we look to the future, the Peugeot 3008 is expected to continue playing a vital role in the brand's electrification journey. The upcoming new generation is rumored to bring even more advanced hybrid and fully electric versions, aligning with Peugeot's commitment to making its entire lineup electrified by the end of the decade. This means that the 3008 will not only continue to be a stylish and practical SUV but also a key player in the transition to cleaner and more sustainable mobility. The Peugeot 3008's story is one of transformation, ambition, and success. It started as a modest attempt to break into a crowded market, but it grew into a global phenomenon that redefined Peugeot's image and set new standards in the crossover SUV segment. It's a story of how daring design, innovative thinking, and attention to detail can create a product that resonates with people on both a rational and emotional level. So, whether you're looking at it as a driver, a passenger, or even just an admirer of cars, the Peugeot 3008 stands as one of the most significant SUVs of its time. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about enjoying the journey, feeling proud of what you drive, and knowing that your car is as forward-thinking as you are. The Peugeot 3008 has proven that when you dare to be different, when you blend practicality with passion, and when you focus on both form and function, you can create something truly remarkable. And that's why, years from now, people will still look back at the Peugeot 3008 as a car that changed the game. The Peugeot 3008 also stands out when we look at how it has been received in different markets. In Europe, especially in France and the United Kingdom, it has consistently ranked as one of the best-selling SUVs in its category. Customers have praised not only the way it looks but also how it feels to live with every day. In markets like China, the 3008 was introduced with slight variations to suit local tastes, and although competition there is incredibly fierce with dozens of local and international brands, the Peugeot badge still carries prestige. The 3008 has been a symbol of French craftsmanship and design exported around the world, giving drivers a taste of something different from the more mainstream Japanese and German SUVs that dominate the roads. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Peugeot 3008 is the way it bridges the gap between affordability and luxury. While it doesn't wear a premium badge like BMW, Audi, or Mercedes-Benz, many owners and reviewers have pointed out that the interior quality, the technology, and even the driving dynamics often feel on par with or better than those luxury models. Peugeot has been very clever in positioning the 3008 as a value-for-money alternative to premium SUVs, offering similar experiences at a more accessible price point. That has made it particularly appealing to buyers who want the feel of a luxury car but don't want to pay premium brand prices. Peugeot has also made sure that the 3008 caters to modern lifestyles by loading it with technology and connectivity features. The infotainment system has continued to improve with each update, offering intuitive touchscreens, wireless smartphone integration, voice commands, and high-quality audio systems. In higher trims, you even get luxury touches such as a premium focal sound system, ambient lighting, and massage seats for the driver and front passenger. These features elevate long drives, turning them into experiences rather than just commutes. Families especially appreciate the ease of use. Everything is designed to be driver-friendly and passenger-friendly, with minimal fuss. When you take the Peugeot 3008 on the road, you can feel how it balances European refinement with a practical SUV character. The handling is sharper than you'd expect from a family SUV, partly because of the smaller steering wheel and partly because of Peugeot's attention to chassis tuning. It doesn't feel floaty or disconnected. Instead, it feels confident and engaging, almost like a hatchback on stilts. The suspension absorbs potholes and bumps with grace, yet the body remains well controlled through corners. This makes the 3008 not only a comfortable long-distance cruiser but also a fun car to take on winding roads. That's something you can't say about every SUV, especially in this segment. The Peugeot 3008 is also a showcase of Peugeot's commitment to innovation. Take the Hybrid 4 model as an example. Here you have a mid-sized family SUV that offers up to 300 horsepower thanks to a combination of a petrol engine and 2 electric motors. That's hot hatch performance levels in a practical SUV body. Yet it can also drive around town in full electric mode, emitting zero emissions and saving fuel. This dual character of performance and efficiency demonstrates Peugeot's clever approach to engineering, giving customers the best of both worlds without compromise. In fact, the hybrid system allows for different driving modes, electric only for short city commutes, hybrid for balanced efficiency, and sport for maximum performance. This versatility makes the 3008 suitable for almost any type of driver. Another strength of the Peugeot 3008 lies in its long list of awards and accolades. Beyond winning European Car of the Year in 2017, it has also earned high praise from automotive journalists worldwide. Magazines and websites consistently highlight its design, interior quality, and overall driving experience. For Peugeot, this has been a turning point because it established the brand as not just a mainstream manufacturer but as a true innovator capable of rivaling premium names. This recognition has also helped boost the confidence of Peugeot owners, who now proudly drive a car that is recognized and admired across the industry. Reliability has always been a key concern for customers when buying any car, and Peugeot has worked hard to ensure the 3008 delivers peace of mind. The engines, particularly the award-winning PureTech petrols and Blue HDI diesels, have proven to be durable and efficient. Regular updates and improvements have also addressed earlier concerns, making the latest 3008 models some of the most reliable cars Peugeot has ever produced. Service intervals are reasonable, parts availability is strong in most regions, and running costs remain competitive, especially for the hybrid models. Looking at the competition again, it becomes clear why the 3008 has managed to thrive. The Nissan Qashqai might be the pioneer of the crossover segment, but the 3008 outshines it in terms of design and premium feel. The Volkswagen Tiguan is solid and German-engineered, but it can often feel conservative compared to the bold Peugeot. The Toyota RAV4 is a hybrid leader and offers incredible reliability, but it lacks the interior flair of the 3008. The Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage bring strong technology and warranties to the table, but once again, the French flair of the Peugeot gives it a uniqueness that many buyers find irresistible. In short, the 3008 has successfully carved out its identity by being different, and in the automotive world, being different is often the key to success. The ownership experience of the Peugeot 3008 is another area worth highlighting. Drivers often talk about how the car makes them feel good about their choice every time they step inside. The cabin, with its modern design and premium finishes, creates a sense of occasion even on the most routine drives. The driving position feels unique, the digital displays feel futuristic, and the overall ergonomics make the car feel like it belongs in a higher class. This emotional satisfaction is something that numbers on a specification sheet can't capture, yet it's one of the reasons why so many people remain loyal to the 3008 after buying it. For Peugeot, the 3008 has also been a financial success. It has become one of their best-selling models globally, helping to strengthen the brand's position in key markets and providing a solid foundation for future growth. The profitability of the 3008 has allowed Peugeot to invest more in research, development, and electrification, setting the stage for the brand's next generation of vehicles. The 3008 has, in many ways, been the hero product that carried Peugeot's resurgence in the modern era. As the automotive industry shifts towards electrification, the Peugeot 3008 continues to evolve. The upcoming next generation is expected to introduce a fully electric version, which will further cement its role in Peugeot's lineup. This will not only make it more relevant in markets where EV adoption is growing rapidly but also align Peugeot with global trends in sustainability and environmental responsibility. An electric 3008 will combine everything customers love about the current model: design, practicality, comfort, with the benefits of zero-emission driving. The Peugeot 3008 also represents an interesting blend of tradition and innovation. On one hand, it carries the legacy of Peugeot's century-long history as a carmaker, with roots in motorsport, craftsmanship, and European style. On the other hand, it embraces the future with digital cockpits, hybrid technology, and bold, futuristic design. Thanks for watching.